What's up, Juggalos? We're already in here because I've been grinding, as you can see. It's probably still not going to be enough. And Rena and Ashton are about to level up again, but I don't want to fight a normal fight again. Why isn't me? So we're going to go face the boss again. I've been having a shitty day, so let's have a shittier one. DoorDash took over an hour. Well, first I cooked, and then I realized... So I was making hot dogs and some potato wedges. And my potato wedges is fine. I had actually made them a little while ago and froze them. I like to buy a big sack of potatoes and I made potato wedges, potato cubes, and then I cook them up. But those came out fine. But then I cooked the hot dogs. And then I go to put the hot dogs in the buns, and I'm touching the buns, taking out of the bag and everything, and then before I got them out of the bag, I was like, oh wait, I should get the potatoes on the plate first. And I go grab the potatoes with my hands, each one, and put it on the plate. And then get the hot dog buns out, and they were covered in mold. So then I didn't get to eat my wedges, my hot dogs, or anything. So then I order DoorDash, because I'm pissed off and upset, and I'm going to eat. And then DoorDash is fine, right? Nothing specific wrong at the time. Then it doesn't come, and then I check, nobody's taken delivery, and then I check, and how am I dead already? I don't understand this fight. I survived longer last time. And then somebody takes the order. And then they cancel the order. They disappear off the map, and it says nobody's taking the order. Then somebody else takes it. They cancel it. Somebody else takes it. They cancel it. Somebody else finally takes it. They cancel it. Like, fucking 30 minutes later, you can't cancel. You're not allowed to cancel DoorDash orders. They tried, and it said, if you cancel right now, because the merchant's already accepted your order, the merchant, hand rubbing, if you cancel now, you will be refused any refunds. So I said, okay, fine. Fine, fuckers. Cocksuckers. Dick bitches. Queermos. And this fight's not fair at all. You can tell. I literally survived last time fucking 6 levels lower than I am right now. I didn't have an issue for like fucking a while. I was actually doing okay that time. And this time I just die immediately. It's a bullshit fight that proves it. I was literally like 6 or 7 levels lower. We get to sit through this every time. And then somebody else gets it. They actually go to the place. I watch their car drive there, sit there. 3 minutes they wait, and then they cancel the order. Not the order, they cancel their pickup of it. This is what I mean by every time I've said that, is that they're canceling their pickup. And somebody else picks it up, cancels it again. And a third, an 8th person picks it up, cancels it. And then finally a Mexican guy picks it up, and he actually goes, and he waits. And then he texts me, which I don't respond to. Don't fucking text me, you don't know me, bitch. Saying the Wendy's people are confused if I wanted... They said I didn't want cheese and I wanted no soda. It literally is the order is the internet. It tells them what I want. I want damn cheese on my burger. And then fucking half an hour later finally he comes with my goddamn food. And I picked specifically, hand me the food. He puts it in front of my door and leaves. And then I get my food and I know it's going to be wrong. It was wrong. So an hour and a half to get the wrong food from some Mexican who couldn't even knock on a door. I don't even know what the fuck he thinks he's doing up here. Rather him, though, than the other shit that I've got up here.
Shut up and die.
Fuck you. Shut up and die.
Don't you think like there is strong?
Surprisingly, no, you're not very strong at all. This guy's strong.
Bloodsucker.
I think that'll work. Good fucking lord. Do I not have a stone defense? A defense against stone? Yeah, I just want to be playing Final Fantasy right now, so... It does not make sense to me that I am 8 levels higher, 7 levels higher, and am dying immediately in worse, stupider ways. Do we need to leave the whole building and come back? Yep. Stone and paralysis check. Well, then why'd he... Okay, so fucking thing. So I had, and then the very least, though... See, there's the thing. You can't refund, you can't cancel your order until your order's done. So once it was done, I didn't eat this shitty food yet. I went for the refund right away. And you tell the robot what's wrong, and the robot, of course, being shitty AI, just keeps spamming you options to pick. And I was like, no, it's like 5 things, you dumb. And then I ask for a human. I just say, I need to speak to a human to it. And it finally sends me to a human. Supposedly, of course. Who knows? Where's the idols that replace me if I die? And I just copy-paste the thing I wrote about... You know, it took over an hour, order was wrong, guy didn't put the fucking thing where I'd asked him to. Which was knock on the fucking door. And I just said, okay, here's your refund. And I asked it for back on my card, because they were like, oh, do you want credit to your DoorDash account? Or do you want it on your card? Well, if you put it on my card, I can get fucking fast food twice instead of paying you fucking retards for one order that you get wrong anyway for $20 fucking. So I can go to fucking Taco Bell or McDonald's or something for $10 and get the same exact food anyway, just on my own. So fuck it. I just wanted delivery because I was pissed off about my damn hot dogs. And then it just made me more pissed off. And I take the trash out and there's a bunch of wasps crawling around on the fucking floor out there.
This is cool. I will destroy all those in my way.
What do I got? Got anything? Don't I have something that makes it so we don't use up MP at all? Oh, you can't eat meat? You cannot eat food in fights? I didn't know. I actually didn't know. Sure, let's do that. I was Rena. I was Rena that time.
Shut up and die.
Rising dragon.
Do I need to heal anybody? No.
Line blast.
Hey, it's Spicule.
Hey, it's Spicule. Don't you think I'm very strong?
I hate these fucking retards. Jesus Christ, like fighting Down syndrome kids. Makes me feel bad. Yeah, they're beating my ass, but I still feel like I'm beating some retard up or something. This plan didn't work out. Just so you know. Joy taking too long, so she's dead. Yep. Told you. That's what ladies say to me too. I can't go down yet. What they mean is they don't want to. That moron's gonna die in a second. Claw's dead, probably. Ashton is dead? He had more health. The fuck is this garbage fucking game, man? I'm 10 levels high. I'm 7 levels higher. It keeps going up like I'm a fucking merchant. 7 levels higher, and all I do is die quicker. The fuck they want from me? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to beat them? Everything online. We looked it up before, remember? We, us, you, and me, viewer. We looked it up in the video. And it said... What did it say? What are these retards' names? Decadus or some shit? It said it's the hardest fucking fight in the fucking game. Star Ocean 2, Star Ocean 2, bad guys in tower. I don't know. Remember Alan Tax? Apparently he's an ogre type. Tin Wiseman, yes, that's what they're called. Decus. Decus, Star Ocean 2. God, I saw Welch on there. That got me really angry. Oh, perfect eyes for that one. Welch is the Star Ocean 3 character they threw into 2 in the PSP version and the new remake. That makes no sense because what she makes canon is from only Star Ocean 3 and on. It's made up and it retroactively ruins this game and Star Ocean 1. It's some shit about how technically, officially from that point on, Star Ocean 2 and 1 took place in a virtual reality MMO played by fourth dimensional beings. That's not me making that up. That's really the canon now. So I refuse to play the newer versions of Star Ocean 2 because it retroactively destroys the entire story. Why play this game when I know it's not even real? I mean, I know it's not real. It's a video game, but I mean, in game, it's not real. It's an MMO. It's Final Fantasy XIV for fourth dimension beings. It's the Asians playing Final Fantasy is what this is, according to Welch existing. So I refuse to play a version of this game with Welch in it. Ashton, Claude, Leon, and Rena. Who the fuck is Leon again? No, I died the boy. Book boy. I have Star Rubies. This is the same exact one I read before. Stone Check. Can't even harm Vesper now. I have no idea what to do unless the guy decided to use Ripple Blast. I'm trying, but I'm having no luck. Level 73 is adequate. Level 73 is adequate. God, these guys are tough. I managed to beat Reprect, Nicholas, and Jibble easy. Reverse Doll, Stone Check. Reverse Doll, increase your magic defense, blah, blah, blah. I don't have any of these items these fucking retards are talking about. Of course, Decus is Michael. In the official original naming when they're all named after archangels. Well, who's Vesper then? Star Ocean 3 blows Star Ocean 2 out of the water in every way. Even ignoring the stupid MMO bullshit, Star Ocean 3 is a bad game. It plays horribly. It looks ugly as shit. It's like such a. It's not even a B. It's not even a B game. It was like the lowest quality budget fucking crap like you'd buy in a fucking bargain bin. It wasn't even a B game in a bargain bin. It was like the worst game nobody wants in the bargain bin. It's selling for 10 times less than everything else in the bargain bin, and still nobody wants it. Michael / Decus. Okay, but how do I kill him? Okay, Decus and Vesper were rough. I've been managing. Everyone's around level 90. I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. I really don't. I spent already 2 days grinding, and I only got, what, the 6-7 levels, and I grinded for like 4 hours. And we're dying immediately. I don't know what else to do. The only thing I can think of at this point is leaving. Can you fucking shut up? Jesus Christ. The only thing I can think of is fucking leave. Grind our way out of here. And go grind at like the Golden Saucer at the fucking fighting arena or something.
Looks strong.
I must try
Because that's supposed to be kind of good for grinding, but I'm just out of ideas. And I'm losing motivation to finish this game very quickly. But we've made it so far. Body armor. Protecting my body with armor. Loosen my brace on me. And I'm waiting for a delivery from Amazon. And it ain't here. I was looking forward to those hot dogs too. I hate hot dogs, but I don't know, something. It was the potato wedges I was really looking forward to. I've been making the potato squares for a while. I haven't made the potato wedges in a while, and while they taste identical, there's just I was all excited. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have some potato wedges. I did not have potato wedges. Thanks, Rena. Really helping out. What's that say? Corn with turkey. That didn't work out so well. Ease. Still have to finish it. I've got plenty of time. I'm definitely near the end. And I enjoy that it kind of secretly had more to it than I realized. I enjoy that kind of thing in a game. Especially when it's like, oh, that was short-ish. And it's like, boom, there's extra. Though, admittedly, I could go for it ending soon. It's a little bit dragging at this point. Not hugely or anything. It's still great. There's just enough drag feel to it that it's like, you guys should probably close it up in the next like 5 hours.
Oh, it's just them.
Well, let's fight.
Some cool late game twists. Still really love the concept of it's you're there, you're stranded on an island. That's already a cool concept for a JRPG. There's not really many of those where you're actually building up a village and stuff and it's changing over time. And you do that. And there's actually, main characters, not party members, but other main characters from the rescuing and stuff. And some die. You find other ones. You're optional ones too. You're opening paths. So it's like you're really exploring and you're really adventuring and really trying to save people. And you're building up this little base, which is fun. I like that kind of thing when a game does that, evolves a village or an area. Final Fantasy XIV does that a few times. I like that. I don't like all the characters, fine. They're not amazing or anything. They're pretty simple, but I like them. I enjoy them in a simple way. And but what I really like is, well, I like all that too a lot. But I also really like this The other part that I mentioned, I'm sure, where you're
Ready, Rurun?
the main character is having dreams, and he's seeing the past through this girl's eyes, and you play as the girl during those dreams, and then it's not dreams because you start being her in the past, realizing because she's having dreams of your character, but she's just seeing what's going on now, and you're seeing what's going on in the past. And by her seeing the future, she starts realizing, wait, these aren't dreams. Just fucking garbage, man.
Oh, it's just them.
Well, let's fight.
Let's get out of here.
Oh my!
We can win this. We're on it.
10,000
Whoa.
volts! Let's fall back for now.
I don't even remember this area existing.
Oh my!
Here I go.
Mm.
We're out of here.
Pretty sure I came from
The enemy.
Better be careful.
And now I notice, of course, the force things on Windows, the type here to search area that always has what's going on that day. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is, because I'm going to explain to you in a second why I'm curious. You know how like a bear, when it's like, Bear, National Bear Day. Okay, it's not loading because it's a piece of shit. Fucking garbage Windows bullshit. Goy cattle, fucking trash. It's a black hand writing a scribble. As if black stew. 12 fights on the way out, 1. 12 fights on the way out, 2.
Oh, it's just them.
Well, let's.
Oh, it's just the same enemies as the top floor that kill you in 30 seconds because they spam an attack that shoots a machine gun. That one. That's the one, not the other one. That one, where they fucking and they do 1 million damage. And they're unhittable and undodgeable. And they do it, there's no break in between. They just spam it constantly. Like, literally, it's not like, oh, they do it and then there's like 5 seconds between so you have time. No. Not my problem. Don't care about you guys anymore. How do I even get out of here? Where's the stupid fucking little boat? Get me out of this shit. L'aqua. Le bomb. L'aqua. My l'aqua, le bomb. My le bomb, la killed people? Oh, le no. Ain't even my planet. Fuck all of you. Where's Fun City? Fun City. Fun City. Mega City having fun in Fun City. Fun City when you're feeling shitty. Not really though, because we're going to be there fighting. Sadly not in a cooking competition. Oh, everybody's dead? Don't care, not my problem. I don't play this game anymore, I don't know. I got a free pass forever. Yeah, suck my dick. My eye is twitching and bothering me. Because I'm angry and tired. I wake up at 5 in the morning. Shut up. Man, we gotta stock up too. I have like no bird food left. This bitch ain't gonna have it. Oops. We don't need magical cameras, we do need film. Yes. I don't know, sure. Fuck it. Everything, everything! This one was good, right? We did some cool shit. Can't eat or drink during fights, so they're worthless. Buy root beer, bitch. There's a bee on your itch. That's the joke we used to make. You know? There's a bee on your itch. I could have rested you for free, huh? I don't want to hear an explanation. Oh shit, I can't afford it. I should have changed his accessories. Because he had some good stuff on before, and then I switched all the garbage. I don't know if I saved after that or not. But then in the past, you start doing things that change the future in real time. So like, if you're stuck somewhere, there's like, you need to get over this thing, but this building's gone, the bridge is destroyed. You go back into the, you use a crystal, teleport back to her time when she's her, and she's still her. She's never met you or anything, and she's like, oh, he's in trouble. He needs to get past this. And you plant like a prayer seed thing and pray to the tree and it grows. And then by the future, it's there. Once you turn around the future, open your eyes again or whatever, it just appears. And everybody's like, whoa, what? So it's kind of cool. Like, it's not like, oh, she changes the future from... No, she literally does things to the future immediately in the moment. Which I think is a cool, different idea from the usual, like... Oh, well, in the past, she'll no, because she's still trying to save the world in the past while we're in the future. Even though they're already gone. And she's trying to at least save us. And it's not like, it's not, oh, and she knew, so she planted the seed and it grew over thousands and thousands of years. No, it's literally, it grew in a second in our time. Because it did grow over all that time, but it never did. It wasn't there seconds ago. It is now. It's like timeline manipulation almost. But I like it. I think it's kind of cool. And now we can actually leave the island. Technically, I don't know if you can, like story-wise, but like story-wise, I mean I don't know if you can gameplay-wise, but story-wise, I killed the thing that was keeping us on the island. We made a boat, but now we're trying to figure out what's going on with her, but also try to, apparently the end of the world's coming again, so we're trying to stop that too. Thing is, there were 4 guys in charge of the problem, and so I think there's going to be 4 more bosses, which is a lot for how much time I thought this game was going to be over a while ago. Maybe let's try it like this, where I just learned about.
Oh, it's just them. Ha! We have a full score with this.
The hot dog ones were still good for 10 more days. 10 more days, and they were all mold.
Oh, it's just them. Ha! Unexpectedly weak.
It's ridiculous.
Things will work out somehow. Ha! Looks like we won. Oh, it's just them. Ha! Unexpectedly weak.
Is that too much? Sorry. Sorry, I'm so sorry your experience is being hampered by this being too much on the screen. Welcome to a Twitch stream.
Oh, it's just them.
It's just them.
Hit it!
Hit it?
Looks like we won.
Looks like we won!
Oh, it's just them.
I don't really want to look at Jack.
Looks like we won. Oh, it's just them. Ta! Ta! Ha! Looks like we won.
Great content.
Oh, it's just them. Ha! Ha! We have a full score with this.
There we go. I am good enough.
Oh, it's just them.
I am good enough.
Yeah! Mirror slide! Ha! Unexpectedly weak.
Speaking of Yoshi P, because he's in the corner there, and then it's over.
Just them.
People are, man, I cannot handle people talking about Final Fantasy 14 or 16. It's so dishonest, the people talking about both. Well, the fans of 14 just suck. The fans of everything suck. I can't stand you. But the people bitching about, like, talking trash about 16 are just so dishonest and lying. Like, factually just lying. One, it's not a critical failure. It's not a failure at all. It's sold to almost every owner of a PS5. It's only on a PS5 right now, at least. It's exclusive to the PlayStation 5. And literally almost, in terms of sale numbers matching PS5 numbers, it's almost 100% of PS5 owners now own that game. It's sold to 100% of the audience it was able to sell to. Why would I buy the game when I can't play it? Now, is that the stupid idea, selling it only on the PS5? Yeah. I've bitched about that since they announced that.
Things will work out somehow.
But is the game a failure because it only sold to PS5 owners when it only works on a PS5? If it only sold to a few PS5 owners? Absolutely. What did it sell to? Nearly everybody who owns the console. Literally. Literally almost every single owner of a PlayStation 5 bought Final Fantasy 16. Then they say, And then the thing that annoys me the most, though, isn't that. What I see constantly since it got announced, really, and came out and everything, is the people whining about how it's ruining Final Fantasy because it's not a real Final Fantasy because it's an action game. When was the last time you played Final Fantasy? You're not a fan. Final Fantasy's been action games for a long time now. I've been over this before in a video, even. Crod has advanced forward. He finally said it. He finally said the thing. Crod has advanced forward. He calls himself Crod, even in the dub.
Oh, it's just them.
Crod has advanced forward. He says it's so gay, too. Just kill him. Just kill him.
Looks like we won.
Like, yeah, you're clearly not a fan of the series anyway. Why are you pretending? Like, it's this revisionist, historical revisionist bullshit that they do for everything now. But and about, like, oh, I'm so nostalgic for the 90s, and they imagine the 90s as something that never existed. Like, they make up how the 90s was. Like, oh, we were always going to Blockbuster every weekend with my friends and picking out the snacks and getting like 4 movies and 3 video games, and oh, it was amazing. That never happened. Nobody did that. There were 0 families that did that. You're not real. You never existed in the 90s. You never lived that life. If you think you did and you were born around then, you were early enough to be born alive then, you're misremembering. You've made up fake, false memories. You're a fucking liar either to yourself or to everybody around you. Or you're a fucking shill spreading that kind of bullshit so people will think that the past was way different compared to now. Was it in a lot of ways? Absolutely. We live in a shit world now. But were you going to fucking Blockbuster and getting 20 games with your mommy and your daddy and renting this and getting the popcorn and your favorite snacks? No. Why do you think they went out of fucking business? Oh, but it took a long time. Yeah, because they made a bunch of money when they first came out. Because they were everywhere. Just like Walmart. Walmart's shit. And guess what? It's everywhere and massive now. Not because it's great. Not because everybody goes there. But because... because they went everywhere.
Oh, it's just them.
And they had marketing. Your local video store didn't have a commercial on TV. Blockbuster did, so people went to Blockbuster. Blockbuster, they knew where it was. It's not like you could Google search video rental stores near me. Didn't exist yet. The internet existed, but not shit like that. They had great marketing at the time. It was pretty cringe, but it worked. Nobody else really had commercials. Nobody else in the video rental store game. Video and game rental store area was doing commercials and stuff. Like Family Video, Hollywood Video, they didn't really do it either, even. God, this is such a gay-ass fucking enemy. When Maze exists.
Well, that's somewhere around 80.
We're not leveling up at all. We're getting 8,000 experience points. Really, that's it for that. Remember, that's all we've done.
The enemy.
But that's not my point. I forgot my point. Oh, but like they're just doing revisionism to Final Fantasy now. It's ridiculous. Just admit the series has become an action game for a while now. But no, it's Yoshi P did this to our precious series. Final Fantasy XIV's terrible and it's failing now because the numbers. And there's also that now. I just saw that today. Well, Final Fantasy XIV's failing ever since 16 came out because everybody's lost faith in Yoshi P. And no, look at the numbers. First off, actually look at the numbers properly. And secondly, use your brain. Everybody's like, oh yeah, it really fell off because Endwalker got so stagnant. Endwalker came out and ended. What do you... One, after every single expansion, people stopped subscribing, about a year later because they finished the expansion content. They're level 90 on every class now. They've finished the content. What are they going to be doing? They stopped paying because they're not playing right now. And then once the new expansion's about to come out, like a few months before that, they all come back and then some. This is the same trajectory it's followed since the launch. It's the same trajectory since every MMO ever has followed. Every video game ever has followed. When you beat a video game, you stop playing the fucking video game. These are dangerous enemies because they can eat you. And then you lose. So it's just dishonest bullshit arguments. It's like politics now. You can't talk about video games even. It's worse. Worse than it ever was because it's just outright lies that anybody could confirm as lies, and yet that's all you get is just bullshit. CROD has advanced forward.
Unexpectedly weak.
And it's like, no. And the numbers, amazingly enough, Final Fantasy XIV is still the most concurrently played video game in history. It still is right now, even. It's still setting records. So you're gonna tell me it's failing because 10,000 people out of fucking 15 million daily players have, you know, however much it is, have stopped playing? What? How did I die? I didn't die. I killed them. What? What did I miss? I wasn't even... What? What did I miss? I really... What? What? What a waste of fucking time. I don't even get an item. I get nothing. Other than that voice line, CROD has advanced forward. That's what I fucking earned? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking joking? Let's try someone else to get some experience, maybe. Chisato's not doing great level-wise. She's behind a little bit still. Maybe her? And it's still the most sold game in history and all these things. Like, what are you talking about? It's a failure. Final Fantasy IV, it's a failure because a year after Endwalker, over a year and a half since Endwalker released, people are playing it less often some? So it's a failure? Are you fucking retarded? The answer? Yes.
Oh
But,
my.
yeah, like claiming Final Fantasy 16 is the first time Final Fantasy has done an action game and that it's ruining the series, really?
I wonder who the MVP
Where were
is.
you when literally any of the other Final Fantasies since after 7 pretty much came out? 8 was not classically turn-based. 9 was probably, I don't remember, it's kind of a shitty game. 10 was a weird, but basically just 7's again, so turn-based. 11, not turn-based, but menu-based. 12, not turn-based at all.
MVP is.
13, not turn-based. 13.2, not turn-based. 13.3, not turn-based. 10.2, not turn-based. 14, not turn-based. 15, an action game. A full-on 3D moving open-world action game. It's almost like 16 and 15 are the same kind of video game. And yet, nobody said this about 15. They bitched about 15. They didn't say the series was over because it changed genres or something, or the gameplay style. They said it was shit because, I don't want to be a backstreet boy driving around the road, shit the hood, it's gay. When really, it's one of the very best Final Fantasies in the entire series.
Oh my.
It's a fantastic fucking game. People just shit on it because it immediately became cool to shit on it, and so everybody just followed suit without any sort of reasoning. But really, 16's the shit. 16 is shit for jumping the shark and changing Final Fantasy into an action game. It's the first ever action game. Sorry that you missed an entire number behind it. You want to argue about the other games that I said? Okay, fine. Final Fantasy 15, though? Really? You're gonna tell me that's not a fucking action game? You're gonna tell me it's not an action game when it plays like Devil May Cry? When it plays identical to that kind of game? You gonna tell me it's not an action game? I'm not even paying attention. I'm on my phone. I'm looking for a thread so I can bitch about it. I don't go to these boards usually, but right now seems like a good place to find what I'm talking about.
Oh my.
Oh my. Stop it.
I wonder who the MVP is.
Am I gaining anything from this that I wouldn't?
Oh
Is this actually any better than doing it in the dungeon? I mean, it is mentally. I'm feeling a lot better being not in that stupid tower.
Okay, cut. End it there.
My nose is itchy again. God damn it.
Oh my.
Oh my! 10,000 volts! I wonder who the MVP is.
Starfield releases in 2 weeks. I didn't even know it existed yet. I didn't think they were even. I thought they were just advertising about working on it.
Oh my!
Who cares about it? It's just another generic fucking Fallout game, but in space. So it still plays like shit, looks like shit, is boring and gay. Looks like FF16 flopped for real. Because Yoshi P said he wishes everybody had the consoles and the computers to play these games better. Like, he's made jokes and stuff about, like, oh, you know, you should buy a PlayStation 5 because my game happens to be on there. And they're taking that now as proof that it's failed. Saying it's not a real game because it's an action game while they play Call of Duty and Devil May Cry. He has 2 dead games on his hands. Here's proof. Square Enix financials show Final Fantasy XIV had player drops a year and a half after their newest expansion, meaning there's 0 content to play right now other than the patches add like 5 story quests, which take a while. I mean, they're pretty good quests and everything in every time they do this. But a lot of people aren't willing to do that. They'd rather just pay either at the 0.5, so they get up to they finish that expansion fully and then start building up to the next one, or they wait until the new expansion comes and do all that stuff then, so they have even more content. It's a copy of Games of Thrones. What? When did they go to the moon in Game of Thrones? When did they reference every Final Fantasy game through the entire story, and the entire main story is just a reference to Final Fantasy in Game of Thrones? Right, he also quoted Yoshi P with Chinese characters for some reason instead of Japanese. This is somebody complaining. Endwalker ran out of steam a year ago. Dawn Trail is full woke. All we know about Dawn Trail is that it's an adventure set in a new continent. And that the Scions are against each other in a rivalry way, not like a mean actual want to kill each other way. Like they're still friends. They're just like, oh, I'm gonna beat you at this. I'm gonna beat. Where's the woke?
Well, let's fight.
Where's the? I'm sorry. Is exploration woke now? Is that what we're doing? Does he have an explanation? Let's see. He says it's woke because they say there's going to be diversity in the hubs of races, of the game races. Nothing new. Not like, oh, there's going to be black people everywhere. Literally, there's going to be more diversity in the hub towns than usual because it's going to be a mishmash of different people on that.
Oh my!
Unlike, say, Limsa Lominsa, where everybody's cat girls and big brogadings. It's going to be a bunch of everybody. This is real fun. This is real fun. This is real fun. Why is it lagging? This is real fun. Wow. So if a town has more than one race in it, it's woke now. Even for me, that's being hypersensitive. I wouldn't even call it. He didn't say there's gonna be a bunch of fucking African Americans mixed into the bunch, and Mexicans and shit. It's just fucking the races in the game are going to be in the towns instead of it being the weird, awkward. It's always been weird. If there's a bunch of cat girls and dragon girls and animal men and shit running around in the game as characters and in the world, why are there none in Limsa Lominsa, like as NPCs? It's strange. I've noticed it, and I'm fucking... Well, let's not comment on what I am, but I definitely don't like woke shit. And even I've noticed, like, it doesn't make sense. When these are the hubs of the world, other than Garlemald, why aren't they there? Why can't they just admit Final Fantasy XVI sucks? They will never improve if they don't admit it. Final Fantasy is always an exceptional game that made notoriously ugly games like Ultima look appealing and sophisticated. Final Fantasy XVI is not It's just a derivative. It's not innovative or pleasing.
Oh my!
How do you collab with Yoko Taro for a year? Who made Nier go from a shit game to Automata, which is an amazing success and a really amazing game, unlike the original Nier, and not know that that making a game like this would be a bad idea. I would have bought the game if it was an RPG, but it's not. It's the game's fault that nobody's buying it because it's not an RPG like Final Fantasy always has been. First off, RPG doesn't mean turns and doesn't mean menus either. Secondly, you didn't say that about 15. You didn't say that about Dark Souls. Certainly call that an RPG still. That's weird. And no, you do not have to set stats for a game to be an RPG. That is garbage. Games where you set stats are not RPGs by definition. An RPG is a role-playing game, meaning you're playing the role of somebody. You're not making the role up. Sorry, D&D. You're not actually a role-playing game. That's a fact. Learn what it actually means to roleplay. Roleplay means not being who you are, not being who you want to be. It means playing the role of somebody else, not your imagined up perfect thing. You should never be able to allow skill, like choose. This is different. The skills in this game. I mean your stats and shit. Like I'm going to put my stat to skill, to strength. My stat points to strength and dexterity. I'm going to be a dex player. All dex, all day. That's not an RPG. That's an RBG. It's a role building game. You're building the role in your own mind and how you want it to be. That's not a role playing game. If you're role playing with your wife in the bedroom, you don't get to say, "Oh, be a maid," but actually, no. Well, then she's not playing the role of a maid. She's just playing your wife, playing the role of a fake maid, playing a different. You can't just change the rules all the time. That's not an RPG. An RPG is playing a set character with set strengths, set weaknesses, and a set personality, doing things in a set way. You are playing the role in a story. You're not You're not designing that role. You're not designing that character. You're not designing that story. You're playing a role in it, the role that was already designed. That story is done. You're just never experienced it. You experienced it the first time. The writer experienced the story before anyone else wrote it out. It's done. That role is what you're playing. So shut the fuck up already. Fallout is not an RPG. CRPGs are not actually RPGs. You want to argue about RPGs, what an RPG is? Oh, this game's not an RPG because it's an action game. You don't know what an RPG means. Because either you have to do the normal human thing that people do and accept... Hold on, let me find my fucking... That an RPG is any game like this, any game like that, but or you have to demand that every RPG has to follow this, what I just said, where you can never ever have any customization at all. Even this wouldn't be an RPG anymore. So you have to pick one or the other. You don't get to claim one thing that does the exact same thing as other things is no longer an RPG, but yet everything else in there still is.
I wonder who the MVP is.
It looks like Dark Souls 2, and I realized it's a shitty PS2 game nobody ever talked about, just on PS5. I'm pretty sure Dark Souls is one of the most popular games of its genre and of when it came out. And this board especially, hello, loved it. So I don't know what they're talking about. They obsess over Dark Souls. They still do.
Okay, cut. End it there.
Final Fantasy lost its charm when they started trying to pander to the mainstream. With 16, not 15.
I'm coming. Special attack! Rise, special attack! Rise,
16 flopped.
And this is how the monsters cease to exist.
We need to call out Yoshi P. more often for taking from Game of Thrones. What the fuck are you going on about? He took from Final Fantasy. Literally everything that happens in Final Fantasy 14 has happened in Final Fantasy game at some point. Almost everything that happens. Like, get over it. It happens in a different way, yeah, but like the overall beats are similar. The places you go, the things that happen. Well, I don't know about that
I
much.
wonder who the MVP is.
But you can't be referencing multiple things at once in the same single thing. You know, Heaven's Word isn't referencing Game of Thrones. And also, what are they talking about Game of Thrones about? 16. They're talking about 16. Right.
Let's fight.
I just wish game developers would look at Nier Automata and Persona 5 popularity before releasing their fucking garbage new games. They showed that Japanese games can still be successful worldwide, even if they focus on Japanese players. What did I die from? What are they talking about? It's hilarious watching them wash their hands of it, claiming it was the console exclusivity that made it fail. It sold to 100% of the player base. What fail? What fail? And then Final Fantasy lacked the Final Fantasy cornerstones. One, you don't even define what those mean. They don't exist. That's the point of Final Fantasy being singular games that have no connection. There's nothing like that. Final Fantasy 15 also didn't have them. Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 13 2, and Final Fantasy 13 3 didn't have them. Final Fantasy 10 2 didn't have them. Final Fantasy 10 barely had them. Final Fantasy 9 had them. 8 didn't have them. 7 didn't have them. 12 didn't have them. 11 didn't have them. 14 didn't have them. If anything, 16 is more classical Final Fantasy than any recent Final Fantasy, other than the fact that the gameplay style. But the actual content, from what I've seen of it and know of it, which is very little, but still, what I've seen and know of it, it's way more Final Fantasy than most Final Fantasies these days. Which is not surprising, given Yoshi P is obsessive fanboy over Final Fantasy. Why wouldn't it be? We're not going to ever beat this game. I've gained nothing from the past hour that we just did. Literally nothing. We got nothing out of that. Did we even level up once? I know Crawd advanced forward once. Just pissing myself off more and more. We're all almost level 80. Oops, it's on too. Good thing Locke was right there, because I was about to say I don't even know how to get there. Okay, fine. Like, it's a bunch of dishonest shitposting, but it's everywhere. It's so irritating. It's people who've never played the series before. Or more important, it's not even that. It's not they've never played it before. It's they played Final Fantasy VI, never touched the series again. It's Brad Shoemaker over and over again, everywhere. That's all that it is. It's just Brad Shoemaker. Oh, I loved Final Fantasy. The one time I played 6, it was amazing. It was one of the best games I've ever played when I was 12. I never played another Final Fantasy because they weren't 6, but I know everything about the series. I know the whole franchise now because I played one game when I was, 12. So I know everything about the series, and I have a great opinion on it. I have a really strong opinion on it that's valid, totally valid. No, it's not a valid opinion. You cannot have a valid opinion on something you have no experience with, no knowledge of. You don't even have to have played the games. You could have at least researched them. No. Just like the number thing. All you have to do is say it, and people won't even bother looking. They'll see a post on fucking 4chan saying, oh, the game flopped, ha ha ha, failure. And then what do? They just repeat it and go, wow, what a fucking failure. If only they made it a real game. I've never played it, I've never looked at it, I've never actually watched it or played it. I never read into it either at all. I never looked at the numbers you're talking about, but man, what a failure. I'm so glad it failed. No wonder it failed when it's a fucking action game. May as well have been Dark Souls, the worst one or something. Shut your fucking mouth. About everything. I'm not even a Final Fantasy fan. I've become one lately, but I used to not like it that much. I'm more of a fan of Xenosaga and Star Ocean 2 at least, and Tales a lot, and Trails, other than Cold Steel. Right, I should be using food since I'm not in a fight, and I can't use... We didn't get food. We didn't get bird food. So off we go again. Fantastic fun. Fantastic fun. And I keep having to see this stupid black hand in the corner of my screen, writing scribbles. You know, on average, black children... Does it load yet? Will it load and tell me what they're talking about yet? Of course not, because it's Windows. It can't even load its own bullshit malware advertisement bullshit that they fill your computer with. At least the stupid gay. Weaker than I thought. Where are we? I gotta put another fucking note. This is the worst, for me, one of the worst videos I've had to do. I'm really agitated. Like a washing machine. God, my fucking nose is itchy. And Amazon still ain't deliver my shit. As they did, they heard me bitching about fucking Final Fantasy. Get me out of here. Of course, I had to add this extra layer of obnoxious bullshit. Classic games are so much better than new ones. I felt like they weren't cucked to the West. Yeah, well, I'd rather be playing a game with an easy mode right now than this shit. Then you're not a real gamer, bro. I play games on the hardest mode only. I have to prove to everybody something about myself, like that I'm actually good at games. Well, you're not. You're not. Video games are not meant to be challenging. They're meant to be fun or interesting. Good stories. You cocksucker, you didn't sell anything. It's the only town I still do not understand the layout of. This is a weapon shop down there. Tool shop. Fuck this place. We're going to another town. We're going to Central City, if I can find it. Because it's not in the center or something. Of course it's not. God, my fucking nose, man. Central City on the west coast. Of course. Makes sense. You know what we're doing? $46. Not having enough money. I need more money. It's hurting my throat doing that joke. I wish you would have told me to stop. Don't care, just buy everything. We don't need those. We don't need that many. Let's buy one. Paste. That's what I'm really here for. I don't want to go to that cutscene of flying up to the aqua and the love area. This is the aqua. I want this to be over, to be over. I want this to be over, to be over, to be over. I want this to be over, over, over. I want this to be over. And it is, because I can't do this anymore. Fuck off. Well, not the whole game, I don't know. But this episode's definitely done. Fuck off.